Role-playing is one of the most common activities that we do in an English-speaking classroom, but often we give students a dialogue to learn from, which is great comprehensible input, but it does inhibit the part of our brain that develops those production skills necessary for speaking fluency. So why Dungeons& and Dragons specifically? Academic work on RPGs, role-playing games, would normally argue that Dungeons& and Dragons is too complicated for English learners, but it is by far the most popular system across the globe. Rich in materials, official and homemade, high engagement from students rewards players with in-game loot, powers, action, agency. My international students have enjoyed playing so much that they were motivated to make their own game to play with their friends outside of school. Creating your own character from scratch, it provides a personal investment and almost a type of shield to your own self-consciousness. When I'm playing as my character, focusing on someone else's motivations, I might not feel as concerned about what I'm saying or how I'm saying it. I'm more focused on playing the game. Students have to be active participants in their own learning. Playing a game like Dungeons& and Dragons puts students in the position to create their own curriculum by way of storytelling, choosing their own adventure. It requires conversation and description from everybody participating. The setting and the grand ideas might not take place in reality, but the development of mutual intelligibility is very applicable to real life, to conflicts and situations.
What you gonna kill him like that? Only they're like, hey, we are here with nothing. You don't know
She's
anything.
powerful, so she maybe has
Yeah, but
some.
what we know about her?
Yeah, that's why.
What is the investigation?
Well, we just saw by the window, and there was blood, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Now we have to keep researching. I think maybe.
You want to keep researching or fight like it?
No, no. I mean, I would like to hide a little bit more and try to investigate.
When given goal-oriented activities, collaborative creation is a direct focus on authentic language use, even if it takes place in ancient times or in space. Okay, so let's talk about how we can support English learners specifically playing Dungeons& and Dragons. I will be honest, it's an intimidating starting point when all you know is that there's a lot of really big books. So let's break this down a little bit. My focus in adapting Dungeons& and Dragons for my players was making information as comprehensible as possible. High-frequency words, graphic organizers, sentence stems, and visuals. Visuals are what is going to help your students the most. A skeleton with a spear or a snake woman.
Nah, yeah. Okay, okay.
You got this, Benson. All of the materials that I made to help support my students are available on Teachers Pay Teachers. The explanation to play is only 5 pages. A step-by-step guide to character creation is 7 pages, and the remaining 50 pages are appendices of details, a dictionary, a simplified character sheet, combat options with sentence stems. I even added a first campaign adventure to play. This is all supporting materials, which means that the mechanics stay true to the way people play Dungeons& and Dragons. Well, with one small exception, I did integrate Gabriel Hicks's class modifier module. This changes applied modifiers based on race, such as human or elf or snake woman, to instead be based on class, such as cleric or fighter, which is more appropriate. Dungeons& and Dragons is an expansive game to play, with plenty of free materials available online. I have found the most success playing in smaller conversation classes, after-school activities, normally intermediate to advanced level students. Perhaps most importantly, though, the point is to inspire fluency. To achieve that, cultural relevance is critical. Your setting, objectives, and focus should be tailored to what your students want, and this maximizes engagement. They might not be interested in the European medieval setting that official D&D tends to offer. Don't worry so much about the rules. The point is having fun and using our English authentically. So trust your students, and you will be amazed at what they can do.